everybody, welcome to the Digital Mod 2 tutorial. Today we're going to be doing the part 2 of the Minigolf area for our Minecraft. So let me get my grid out of it and we'll get started. Hey everybody, welcome to another Digital Mod 2 tutorial. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of the Minigolf course for, obviously, Minigolf. So, part 2. So, we got all the stuff we need. The first thing we're gonna build is somewhere to get the mini golf ball, stuff for your mini golf. So we're gonna find when we put on doors. So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to place them up by 3. Let's need something else. And then we're going to take and place now, as for the outside, and as for the courses, the holes, I'm gonna see how to make a couple of simple ones, but you guys can do whatever you want. So what you're going to do here, actually I'm going to move this back a bit, because we're going to make this to where you can see right. So we're going to add, you know what, actually, I got an idea. So we're going to add these. We're going to add, I think we're going to go ahead and get out a stick. Let's go use sticks. So, S-T-I-C-K. Alright, so we're going to add sticks here, and for your balls, snowballs, and then place a chest here. And you can place this, and you can place whatever in there, and there you go. There is the place to get your balls and your golf balls and your putting, your putters. Now, technically, we don't need those to make do that, but to make these, but it's just for aesthetics. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to teach you how to do is we're going to start by making the first hole. So we're going to come back here where the start of this is, and going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to place, actually we're going to make it a little further out. Okay, I want to make sure that we have enough room for our putting, for us to putt. Alright, so we're going to place it right here. And this is just going to be a basic basic hole, okay? So no hazards. I mean, if you want, you can place water around it. like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to dig, and then you're going to place a hopper. Now I gotta make sure it works. Oh, we also need, I'm gonna need, so what's gonna happen, okay, if you did it correctly, if done correctly, you can, if you throw a snowball, this is like the mini golf course. Okay, this is how you make the mini golf. Course. So what you want to do, what you want to happen is you want it to go into the hopper. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold up. I think I can fix this. I think. Alright. So, what I'm going to do here, going to place a hopper, and then we're going to place that there. Now, let's try it again, see what happens. Oh, it's supposed to go in the hopper. Alright. That's weird. Ah, there we go. Okay, so see what happens? Do you see what happens when you throw a snowball in there? It will go into the hopper, okay? And what's going to happen is it's going to go into the chest. Go to these sides. So, yeah, there you go. Now that's a basic hole. And I'm not going to teach you how to make each hole because you can make whatever you want. And then you can say maybe par 2. Depends how many pars it takes. And then to make it look like an actual Minigolf, you can do that. Alright, so each one you're going to make, you can make it harder, you can make it easier. Depends on how you want to make it. So, I'm going to teach you how to make another one. I'm going to make a windmill. And this one's going to be a tad harder. Because I want it to be a tad harder. So, we're going to add, and we also want to put this here. And then, now, if you're going to probably ask, well, how are we going to make a windmill? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to place that, and we're going to go up, left, down, right, down. Right. Up, left, up, left, down, left, down, left. Now, this isn't technically a hazard. But we can hold up. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. All right. Alright, so we're going to place, and we're going to go up, right, up, right, up, right, up, left, up, left, up, left. Let me see. Actually, I'm going to move this back a little further, but because this is going to get in the way of our first hole. So, again, and then I want to make it to where no, I want to make it to where like it's going to be kind of wonky. And then alright. So, maybe what I could do is what we'll do here is I want to actually make it look like this part is going to come out like this. Because a windmill doesn't technically go around in a straight circle, okay? And that's what I want it to look like. So, what we want to do here is... Come on! Now? Stop it! Stop! There. So, and Then I'm gonna add one more, like right here. All right. There's our wind. There's a windmill. All right. So what we're going to do is going to continue doing this, and then what you want to do is you want to add. Now, if you want, you can actually make this a little wider, so that way you can get under and go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of add like a little walkway, like around here, so that way when the player, or players I should say, are done, like, whoop, we want to leave that open with the hole, okay. Again, you might want to go ahead and test each hole out to make sure it's going to work. So what I like to do is dang it. Come on now. Come on. Go in. Go in. There we go. Alright. Nope. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. I'm telling you that right now. Oh, hang on. Okay. Alright. And remember, each hole, we want to make sure that it's going to go into the hopper. Alright. So, we're going to mark this as hole 2. And I'm going to make this par 3. Wind. Middle. And it's going to be par 3. And for each hole, I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. Now, again, if you want to make it harder, you can actually add water hazards. I'm going to make make one side of of this water, and the other side like because I don't want it all water, but I do want it to be like whoop. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. And by the way, I am going to try something a little different because when I last made this one hole, okay, I wanted it to have fire, but unfortunately, since it, I put lava, okay? I put lava in instead of water, and it burned like everything. So I have a bit of an idea to make it look like it's going to have fire. I'm hoping it's going to work. We'll see. Again, I'm not going to show you guys how we're going to make it, because you guys can decide on if you want to bake these. I'm just going to show you guys how to make them. It's up to you if you want to make them the way I make them, or if you want to make a different, each hole different from what I make them. Alright, so the next one we're going to make is a dragon. And I've got an idea. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work or not. But we're going to try it. I'm going to try some red dye in the water. Okay? So, again, for each hole, just do the same thing. So, we're going to go right here. And then add our ice. Again, up to you where you want to extend it to. Hold up. Alright. So, I'm going to try something here. Can't really technically say it'll work. We'll see. And if it doesn't, then I have another idea. Which includes something different. Again, I'm not going to show you all the stuff we're going to be using, but I am... Okay, does it work? Nope. Okay, I have an idea though. So, alright. So, we're going to take... I was hoping it would, but I guess it doesn't. So we're going to take our black concrete. Let's see. Now, we're not going to make a whole dragon, but we're going to make it like a dragon's head. Okay? So, we're going to dig out a few more spots, and starting in this position, we're going to place black concrete. Purple concrete. We'll extend these sides up. And then, for the snout of our dragon, we're going to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and just ice this up a little bit, because I don't want it to be too hard. Okay, mind, we don't want it to like slip off. And then we're going to place some ears. So there. And there. And since we can't make the water red, I'm thinking what we could do to make it look like... Ooh, I wonder something. Okay, I got an idea. What I'm going to do is we're going to take this entire... We need... What I'm going to do is we're going to take the back side of this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look like it's breathing fire. Okay? Make it look like it's breathing fire, because we technically can't have lava going in. So that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to make it look like it's breathing fire. So let's do that. Add our black concrete on top. And if you want to cover up what it looks like... Oh, that looks awesome! Oh, dude! That looks great. Okay, so... That looks great, actually. I'm surprised. That looks awesome. It looks like it's breathing fire. Actually, that kind of looks dumb. So, let's see. Instead of that, let's see what webbing looks like. Like a cobweb. Okay? And what I'm going to do is we're going to take and place on top. There. Perfect. Alright. Again, don't forget to make... Oh. Are we going to go underneath? Yep, there we go. Alright, make sure that the hole is... But yeah, the last time I tried to make it look like it was breathing fire, it didn't work because it caught everything on fire. That's my problem. That was my problem with making it that way. So, okay, good. It works. I'll be right back. I'll use the bathroom. Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I may have to make the back of this a little bigger. We'll see. We'll see how much it take, how long it takes. But now what we want to do is we want to place our actually let's set it right to here. Remember, you don't have to use what I'm doing. But in order to make the hole like actually useful, you're gonna have to do it this way. So, alright, I'm just gonna continue making these. If you want, you can follow along and use whatever you want. But so this is gonna be hole 3. Ender Dragon. Oh. Dragon. Par. Let's go with 4. Alright, I'm gonna break this out a little bit because again, I don't want to actually. I told you when we started that when we did the first part that I may have to make this bigger, and I decided, yeah, we may have to make this bigger. So I'm gonna leave the fence alone till we're done making the course. So that way I know exactly how big I need it to be. Okay? Alright. Alright, again. And you can make this as hard as or as easy as you want. This one we're gonna make into a bridge. Okay. Hello? That's not what I wanted. Alright. And here. Up to here. Perfect. Alright. So how we're going to make a bridge. Again, like I said, you don't have to do it this way. But you know what? Got an idea. I'm going to shorten this just a bit. Because I don't want to accidentally, like, And then there. Now what we're gonna do, actually, there we go. And if you want, you can actually make the water hazard a little further out, like so. And as always, Hopper. And by the way, you're thinking, well, why did you put the Ender Dragon at the end? Because I'll show you what we're going to do with it, with the end. Just gonna make sure it works. Nope, okay. Yeah. There we go, okay. Alright. I'll be right back. I gotta take my lunch real quick. So since this is Minecraft themed, although the one I made for my Switch version was more or less kind of a mismatch of characters. Most of these are gonna be like Minecraft stuff, like right here, like the one we just did was an Ender Dragon. Let's see here. We need to make. Do I think what we want? I want to make this time. Oh, and we need. Hole 4 the bridge par. We're gonna go with 2. All right. And if you want, you can also put some kind of celebration, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, so this one, by the way, the reason why I didn't tell you guys to get out anything is because I want you guys to invent your own thing. So, like, you know, maybe you don't want to make it Minecraft themed. Maybe you want to make it video game themed. I don't know. It's up to you guys. So this one, for example, I'm going to make it gonna need some things here. An egg. So is this gonna be a representation of all the like mobs and stuff in Minecraft? It's not gonna technically look like a mob from Minecraft. It's just gonna look like it. Okay? Or something in Minecraft, if you will. So this is an egg, and we're gonna do that. Like I said, it's just a representation of all the mobs or items in Minecraft. Like for example, this is an egg. The egg is basically the same, almost the same thing as a Minecraft egg. You know what? I got an idea. To make it more look like more of an egg, we're going to shape it out a little bit better. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, then 1, 5, go up, to the left, we're going to go up again, and then we're going to go inwards and upwards. Basically an egg. Like so. It looks kind of like an egg. I'm not gonna say it looks like one, but it almost looks like one. I'm not gonna say it's gonna look like it looks like one. By the way, I have a special surprise at in the next part of but I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna build that's gonna go in. But beside it, it's just gonna be something that, let's see, I'm gonna place the hopper okay, I'm gonna break this out real quick because I want to, what I want to do here is I want to like whoop. Okay, cool. Alright, so that one, okay, the hole is going to be inside the egg, basically. Like so. And of course, the reason why I'm putting green carpet on there is because we want to kind of hide where the hole is. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna add some water hazards here. Like so. And then I'm gonna start like putting, so this is hole 5, egg. We're gonna go with par 2 again. Now, each one we're going to be making was going to continue making it. So, I'm going to start, like, placing a couple of them going back towards, like, the, so I'm thinking what we could do, I'm going to do, because this is an item in Minecraft, okay, we're going to make a, what do you call it, silly thing, the, dang it, trying to think of that one thing it's a beacon. We're gonna make a beacon. Again, you don't technically have to do this. You can do whatever you want. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take the left and right sides, and in the center, so that's not going to melt it. Actually, we're going to bring this up a little higher, okay? And what I want to do is add so this is basically, you've seen a beacon in Minecraft, right? That's what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to add these, and I'm going to break this out again just to kind of, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put a hopper right here. Actually, first we need to put the test here, and then hold up. So it works. Cool. Alright. Again, if you're not sure it's gonna work, always make sure you have like the that you test it out before you basically close it up. Always make sure it works. Always. Okay? So Because if it's not going to work, you may need to, like, recreate it. Or move it. Now, I probably wondered, okay, so how you gonna make this? Oh, you know what? Also, if you want, at the start of each hole, instead of green, you can place white, like there, maybe right here. Right here. To indicate that's where you start. Okay? That's what you're doing. You're indicating that's where you start each hole. So. That actually looks pretty decent. I'm surprised. That beacon looks pretty good, actually. I'm surprised how good that looks. So, it kind of looks like a beacon. So, we'll do hole. What hole are we on? I think 6. Beacon. Let's go with par 4. And I'm just going to leave this like that. Right? Now some of these are going to be mob heads. So not all of them, but like some of them. I want to like make I'm trying to think what else we could use. What if what if oh we could use no let's see it. Let's do a ghast. We'll use a ghast for this next one. So we're gonna keep our white. I don't like that being there. Oops. We're going to use a ghast for this one. We'll put ice on this side. And then It kind of bums me out that we couldn't, like, color... It bums me out that I couldn't color the water. That would have been an awesome looking, effect. You know? So... This is going to be a mod ped, so we're going to place... I'll make it this way. Actually, I got an idea. Instead of that, we're going to use my good old fed smooth quartz block. And I'll show you why. So, what we're going to do is going to place 1, 2, 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3 on this side. And then we're going to go up by 2. You guys see what I'm doing? If you do, gas have these sunken eyes in them. So that's what I'm doing. We're given this hole I was like, oh, dude, that looks awesome. Okay. I like that. I'm happy with that. That does look like a ghast. Let me go ahead and there we go. Alright. Surprisingly, that looks decent. We're going to cover it up though, because we don't want to, you know, like see the back. Whoop. We don't want to see the back side of this. So we got to cover it up. And what we're going to do is going to come into here. There's a ice block here. A hopper here. Actually. Chest here. So it works. Alright. Cool. Alright. Like I said, always make sure. Oh, hold up. Wrong way. Whoops. We want our hopper behind our chest. Shoot. Alright. And again, like I said, you guys don't have to make these. You can make them however you want. Nope. And you don't even have to, like, make the holes underneath them. Okay? I'm gonna add a little more. It's up to you how you want to make these. I'm just giving you suggestions. Give me ideas on how to make these. You know? Don't have to make them the way I make them. Don't have to make them Minecraft themed. You can make them whole 7. Gassed. Let's make it tar 3. Oh. We're not even halfway done yet. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to make, I think I'm making an Enderman. So alright, so we're going to take out black concrete yet again. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we use white and red for his eyes. So white, red. Oh, black, red, white, black. Oh, that looks awesome, actually. Okay. Surprisingly, that looks like an Enderman. Surprisingly, that looks very much like an Enderman. Okay. Wait. Alright, cool. But always remember, you want to keep a hole, like, in... We're going to make the, we're going to put the hole for the, ball to go in. Basically. So keep that in mind. Okay? And by the way, if you're going to ask, well, what's the ice for? Well, when you're playing golf, when you're playing golf or Minigolf, okay, the putter kind of, and the golf goes like the ball kind of goes a little bit different. So what the ice is going to do, okay, is when you throw the snowball into the hole, into around, I'll give you an example, okay? So, let's say you throw the snowball. Oh, well, this will work here. Maybe not gonna work. See? Snowball goes across. You pick it back up, you throw it, and it works. See? Simple, right? And a snowball is basically a ball. Okay? So, what you want to do is, that's how you're going to make your golf course. I think we're on hole 9. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me make sure. That's hole 6, so this is hole 8. And like I said, you can make whatever you want. Let's go for par 2. Alright. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to add I think I dug that a little too close to the last one. So we're going to do it that way. And this time we're going to make the bucket. So, excuse me. Block of iron. And what we're going to do is going to and 3 blocks of iron in a row. Go up here. And then up, left, making yourself a handle. Now, you could technically put, and I'm thinking about doing it. Blue, for water, blue concrete for water. I'm going to do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to place blue concrete in there for the water. So this is going to be like a bucket of water. Or you could do like a bucket of lava. It's up to you. Like that. And again, this is just like totally up to you what you want to do for your Minecraft Minigolf. Like, you don't technically have to make all these, but it's just an idea, you know? Did I toss somebody? I think it did. Of course it did. Why am I not surprised? Okay. So and then we'll take our hopper, place it there, take our chest, place it there, go test it out, make sure it works. If you'll throw it in there, there we go. Nope, okay. Yeah, like I said, always make sure that it's going to work, because you never know. It might not work. Just test it out by throwing something in there. Now, I will say this. When we get to the end here, I'll tell you how you can make it to where basically on the because the 18th hole is going to be the last hole in the game in the golf course. There's always 18 holes. Now you don't have to technically make this into a mini golf. You can also make it into a golf course. I'm going to put water over here. We're going to vary some of these holes a bit. Just a bit. Yeah. That way, like, they can throw it, like, they have to throw it over there. Alright. And This is the ninth hole. Nope. Hole 9. Water. Bucket. Tar. I'm going to go with 5. Alright. We're only halfway there. I'm just going to make all these, and you'll see how it looks. So for the turtle, I kind of made it to where you have to look at the sides to see if he's a turtle, if it's a turtle. But there you go. All right, I'm almost done. Well, and I'll tell you how to make the last hole I'm gonna make. That looks like a panda. Kinda. It'll work. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is make the final and last hole, which is pretty simple. I'll show you how we're going to do it. So we're going to need black and purple concrete. We're also going to need a door, because this hole is only accessible by staff at the or whoever wants to play. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to create a path to it, and you just want to make a straight path. You don't really want to like you don't want to like have it like curve or anything. Alright, so we're going to need, so hold up. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it old-fashioned, the old portal. So what we're going to do is going to place black concrete with purple concrete, leave a gap, purple concrete, black concrete. Extend these out to the side. Actually, do it like that, and then you're going to place purple concrete and then what I also want to do is place a chest like here, right here. I'm going to do that real quick so that way you don't have to actually there we go. Alright. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to make this portal like so. This is basically the end portal. This is going to be like the 18th hole. Okay? And again, nobody but the people who are working the Minecraft Minigolf can enter this place. So what we want now is a door. Actually, we're going to make this a little bigger. Not a lot bigger, but a little bigger. And if you want, you can use an iron door, but I'm going to use a oak door. And if you want, which I'm going to do real quick, you can add a little bit of a light in here like that. And then you just leave it this way. And now that you got that done, just cover up cover up that. And we're going to head on out. Hello. There we go. And we're going to place some green carpet here. Place that and that. And then you're going to place hole 18 end portal. And par 1. And then what I'm going to do is replace all of the fence that I just broke because we didn't have enough room. But anyway, it's just replace all. Maybe add a little of this, and then we'll place, if it will, I gotta hurry up too, because I got something to do real quick. I'll just show you guys what it looks like, and then we'll go ahead and go up. Go out. We're done for today. We're done making the entire. Come on. I have time to waste. Come on. Don't forget, tomorrow is we're gonna make the next part, which is stop messing around. You're really starting to piss me off right now. Thank you. Come on. Just put it there. Put it on top. Thank you. You're just going to do that until you have. There we go. Alright. So this is what your entire Minecraft Minigolf will look like. We have a parking space. If we go inside, we have a nice looking arcade. It's a nice place to buy stuff. If we go outside, we have our entire mini golf course. And I'd say that it doesn't look too bad. If you guys want me to do, again, like I said, if you want to change it up, don't want to do what I use, that's up to you. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. If you're on YouTube, if you are on Twitch, follow me, because I got more stuff going up. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.